Hey guys, what's going on? Tommy Oliver here. It's been a long time since I've last been in front of the camera talking to you guys. So I'm glad to be back. I kind of forgot a few steps setting up because it's been so long. So I've been in Vancouver, Canada for the last couple months. I just got back about a week and change ago. And then I was planning on doing a bunch of stuff for other people. I have a couple new videos I want to put out. And my computer died. So, first, I wanted to give you an update on some things before I get to the contest winners, which I'm sure is why you clicked on this video. So we met the funding goal for the new computer. So thank you very much for everyone who participated and donated generously. I really appreciate that. I said in the campaign update for people who might not have watched it that I wasn't going to put the entire burden of the computer on you guys. I had some money that I put toward it as well, so I just sold some stuff, and I had a couple $100 in the bank that I could throw at this, but it wasn't enough to purchase a new system equivalent to the one that died. I know some people were asking, well, like, you build it yourself, can you fix it? I've tried fixing it a bunch of times, and something's still wrong with it. I don't know what it is, and at this point, I've probably spent, I want to say, like, in total, like, actual hours, like, probably, like, 6 or 7 days combined total hours trying to fix this over the last couple months for a multitude of reasons. I bought new RAM, I bought a new motherboard, I bought a new power supply, I bought a new solid-state drive. I don't know what it is about that box, but at this point, I'm spending too much time fixing my computer, not enough time working on it, so that's why I purchased a pre-built system this time. It's going to work. It has a warranty. If anything goes wrong, I just send it back and they can fix it, do a quick ship turnaround. I guess I'm getting old. Like, tinkering with computers is still fun, but like my main workstation that I use for work, I need it to work. So I appreciate everyone in the comments saying like, oh, I'm a computer technician. I can help you fix it. It probably is fixable. Probably. But I'm pretty good with computers. I've built probably 30 or 40 computers in the last, 7 years. I don't know. It's got some bad mojo, and I just don't want to fuck with it. Maybe that sounds like a cop-out to some people, but that's what it was. So, but any future updates with the computer, because I closed the campaign over on GoFundMe, there's no reason to keep it open. I already hit the goal. I already ordered the system and everything. When it comes in, I will post an update here. It'll probably be very cheesy, thanking everybody for helping, but I'll keep everybody updated about that. So thank you very much for that. I have a list of stuff that I plan to talk about, so I don't want to do too much editing on this video because, again, like I said on Twitter, I threw together a junker rig based on just like parts that me and my friends had, and it's not very good. So I don't want to do too much editing with this video, otherwise it'll probably kill it. Okay, next thing I want to talk about, a couple people have been messaging me about a new Cintiq alternative that came out while it was gone from Monoprice, the Monoprice MP22. It's a 22-inch IPS 1080p, the usual suspects on these 22-inch Cintiq alternatives. There are two things about the MP22 that really intrigued me. The first is, it's both about the pen. The pen on this is really interesting because it has an eraser on the back, which no other Cintiq alternative I've tried so far has, and it has tilt. So it's feature complete parity with the Cintiq 22 HD. It's not like you're giving up a couple features to get to that price. No, it's a $500 device that is feature parity with the Cintiq, barring driver tricks. But like hardware-wise, parity. The display panel probably isn't as good as Cintiq 22, but the pen experience should be identical, theoretically. So I want to test it. I really want to test this thing because this could be like the big one, the big kahuna, like the one we've been looking for. And it's priced really aggressively. It's normally $600 right now. It's on sale for $500. I'd like to get a hold of it before that sale price goes away. So I'm annoying the shit out of Monoprice trying to get them to send a review in it because the first review on the page is from someone who got it as a review unit. And I went to their channel. They have 11 subscribers. Granted, I think he was working for ServiceProAutos.com, but I'm the guy. I'm one of the guys. I think at this point, I'm one of the big guys who does this. Sort of. I mean, this is a small niche, so big guy in small pond doesn't mean much, but I've done a bunch of these before, and this is something I really want to look at. So, if you want me to take a look at the Monoprice MP22, you need to hit Twitter, hit their the amount of price. Let them know that you want to see me take a look at it, because the more interest that there is, the better chance that the PR arm of Monoprice will capitulate and let me get a hold of one of them so I can tell you what it's like and if it's any good. So, I will buy it begrudgingly, maybe like 2 months from now if I can't seem to get a hold of it. But I prefer to get a review unit because that way I don't have any personal stakes and like, oh, I need to justify my own purchase to myself, because that kind of clouds my judgment a little bit. Obviously, we're going to be more attached to things we paid real money for, but if it's just a review unit that I get in, I can be totally unbiased and come at it with 100% honesty. So, I know you guys really enjoy my Cintiq alternative videos. I'd like to get this new one out because this is really the only Cintiq alternative that's really hit the scene in 2016 so far. It's the only one. So, I'm kind of dead in the water unless some of the other companies who don't seem to want to do work with me decide to send me some stuff. Bosto, Unova, I'm looking to you guys. Another thing that happened while it was gone was that I hit 5,000 subscribers. Freaking awesome. Thank you so much, guys, for subscribing and enjoying this channel. It's great that you're all here. We're actually well over 500 now, 5,000. I think we're at 5,400 or something insane like that. So, and that was like 400 subscribers of growth when I haven't put out like any content except for the, how I did the Pokemon Trainer 3D effect. That was the only video I've put out in a while. So, hello new subscribers. This is my face. I was actually going to do a video celebrating 5,000 subscribers when I got home. It was going to be like a tour of my work studio, quote unquote, kind of show you like all the tools I use to make this channel and to make art and things like that, because I thought that could be kind of interesting. Kind of builds off the video I just did, but my computer's dead. So like, all the software and like all the stuff that I normally use for most of my stuff is not available. So I'm waiting to do that video until the new computer comes in. So I'm also actually in the process of rearranging my workspace. I'm actually going to start shooting differently. As much as I like the posters and stuff, I think I might try shooting on a green screen so I can do some more interesting stuff. My friend has a green screen that we're going to bring down here and test out and see if I can get the lights to work with it. So it's going to be fun. I'll do a ton of like vlogs and like, this is the struggle of shooting with green screen and whatever. It could be fun. It could be fun. But when I get my workstation, new workspace all kind of laid out, we'll do a 5,000 subscriber special. Maybe a 6,000 subscriber special by then. Who knows? We're going pretty fast right now. I can't complain about that. A lot of people recently have been asking me about Sorceress Lost. I think the reason some people have been asking about Sorceress Lost recently is because just a couple days ago was March 15th, which was the year Sorceress Lost was, or the day Sorceress Lost was supposed to start last year. I made one post and then one update and nothing happened. Sorceress Lost has been a roller coaster of creative frustrations, technical limitations, emotional depression, and just lots of other things. But I am working on it still. And I'm actually getting to the point where I think I have something to release again. I was shooting to do something on the 15th again and kind of hit it on the nail on the head, so to speak, and get it a year out. I mean, a year with no updates is really bad, and a lot of people are obviously operating under the assumption that the project's been canceled, but it hasn't. I've been working on it all the time. I have a lot of stuff done for it. Not ready to go public yet. Reason. It's been a lot of struggling with format and how I wanted to tell the story and what medium I think is probably the best for the story and for my own sanity. And I've been doing a lot of deep introspection and reflection on who I am as a creator and what I want to do and how I best can kind of like give back to the world, I guess, if you want to get like really pseudo-philosophical about it. And I've come to some conclusions. That's actually the next Rebel Pixels video, hopefully coming out on Monday if I can record it and get it edited in time on this piece of crap computer. Kind of dives into a bit more of the specifics about that, not in terms of Sorceress Lost, but like my mindset behind where it is right now. The Cliff Notes version, though, is I need to cut myself more slack because I'm not an expert. As much as I'd like to be an expert, I hold myself up to expert standards, but I'm not. And that's okay. So I'm trying to kind of like give myself more breathing room and let the project develop more naturally and not beat myself up for it. So, yeah. I also, technical limitations, have kind of been solved by the last resort I had. A lot of people know, if you were following SL closely last year when I started working on it, the reason it came to a grinding halt was because I ran into technical limitations with how I was trying to present it, because I wanted to post it animated as GIFs on Tumblr. And I couldn't because of the size limitations. You can only have a 500 pixel wide GIF under a megabyte in size, and that just butchered the artwork that I took so long to make. So that wasn't going to work. And that kind of led to maybe I'll just do it as a regular comic, but I'm not really a fan of doing traditional comics. So I sputtered out trying to do that, and I was like, well, maybe I'll just write it because I really like writing. And I just started missing the visual parts because I do like visual art as well. And so it kind of, the technical limitation sent me on this whole fucking tangent of just trying to figure out what to do without being able to do the first idea I had. And now I'm just at the point where I'm like, fuck it. That's what it was envisioned as. That's what it should be. If I can't do it on Tumblr, I'm just going to have to build my own website and host it on there, because then I can do whatever the fuck I want. I don't have to worry about size limitations or anything like that. So that's where I'm at right now, is I need to build a website from scratch. Or based on WordPress. I don't know. One of the two. I know how to do that a little bit. I'm going to have to learn some more to get it to be exactly the way I want it to be. But that's where it's at. And that's what I want. You know, I'm tempted to give a date, but every time I give a date, I fuck it up, so I'm not going to say anything. I've kind of kept silent about the project since, like, late last year, because I knew I didn't want to say anything until I was 100% certain I could deliver on it, and I had stuff ready to go, and I don't have stuff ready to go yet. Very close, but not there. So I'm not going to say any specific time frames. Know that it's coming soon. Sooner than you think. So if you guys have any questions about the future RoboPixels, videos that you'd like to see from me, questions you have for me, or questions about Sorceress Lost, I'm actually going to be doing a Q&A stream tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, because it's been a while. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that we probably could be talking about, or could have talked about, that I've kind of not done, because I've been A, sick since November, and still am sick. Long story. And B, been away in Canada for a couple months. So I figured doing a Q&A stream, just kind of getting together and having some discussion, probably a good way to kind of get the ball rolling again. So Q&A stream tomorrow at 8. We'll go for probably half an hour, 45 minutes, I think. I'll try and blitzkrieg through as many answers to questions as I can. If you have questions about anything I've been talking about so far, or anything else in general, let me know. Another thing that I really want to start doing again is that I've blown through pretty much all of the topic lists I had for, like, videos to do on this channel, and now I'm just kind of doing things as I get the ideas. If you guys have videos you'd like to see, let me know in the comments below so I can start taking some notes. And if you guys have good ideas, I will do them, and I'll credit you before the video starts. So, like I used to do when I responded to questions. Haven't done those in a while. Should start doing more of those. So if you guys have ideas or questions for video topics, ching, you know what to do. And of course, the reason we're all here, contest winner. So this contest took forever to get around to, because again, I've been sick and I was in Canada. I couldn't record anything. There were a lot of entries, a lot more than I thought. I probably got like 30 entries, something like that. And a lot of them were really good. And this was a difficult decision, and it took me longer to come to a decision than I really thought it would. Because I gave very loose restrictions on what people could do. I just said, you know, you can use this music track if you want to, kind of keep it motion graphic-y. But other than that, you know, have at it. I don't like putting a lot of artificial restrictions on people's creativity, because that pisses me off, so I'm not going to do it to other people. And it ran the gamut. You took the stuff that I had and did a lot of interesting things with it. There can only be one winner, though. And after a lot of deliberation, a lot of back and forth, I decided to go with the entry by Deadly Comics. It was a tough decision. There were a lot of really other good entries. But I think Deadly Comics, I really liked that it kind of evolved the style. I have a little chibi character that I use that kind of runs through this entire channel. The fact that it was animated and it was like drawing stuff, because I foresee myself using this a lot on the Cintiq alternative things, and that's very drawing centric, obviously. So I thought that was a really good idea, and I can definitely use this as an intro to spring off to things like Abandon Adobe and Without Wacom and all those kind of things, where I talk about more drawing things. I think this channel, even though I kind of started it very kind of general creativity, I think just because I do a lot of illustration, that it's naturally kind of focusing on that. So I think this intro really speaks to that a lot, as well as integrating a lot of the established brandings I already have. So, Deadly Comics, congratulations. If you still want the tablet, I know it's been a while, but that was the prize. Send me a private message, either here or on Tumblr or on Twitter or wherever, giving me an address, and I'll send it to you. Hopefully it doesn't cost me an arm and a leg. However, it's not just done yet. There was another entry that I really liked, and I thought this would be a good runner-up that I could use for all the vlogs, like things like this, because they didn't use the 10-second clip that I said. They used like a little 5-second thing. It was really short, really fast, and I thought that'd be a good thing to go with the kind of like motivational videos or the inspirational videos, the advice videos, or the like don't fuck up the way I did videos, whatever you want to call them, because those are usually shorter. I don't want to drag them down with a super long intro, whereas the Cintiq videos are usually over 10 minutes. And so a 10-second intro, again, thematically relevant and inconsequential in the overall length of the video. So I thought that would be a great one to use, but I couldn't find it. If you guys noticed a couple weeks ago, I sent out a tweet like, if you made this intro, let me know who you are. And I don't know who that person is. They never responded. Maybe they don't follow me on Twitter. So I'm going to play it now. Short and sweet, really nice. If you made this, let me know so I can credit you, because I spent 2 weeks searching through all of my tweets, all of my email inboxes, all of my YouTube messages, and I cannot find for the love of me where the fuck I got this from. I thought it was lost forever, but I happened to have accidentally downloaded it onto my tablet, so I still have the raw file, but I don't know where I got this raw file from. So if you did this, let me know, because I've lost your message that gave this to me. I have no idea who you are anymore. So you win too, person. So yeah, that's really all I got for this video. Longer than I thought it was going to be, but it feels good to be back on camera talking to you guys again. We're going to do a Q&A stream tomorrow. I hope you can be there. It'll be really fun. We'll talk about all sorts of stuff. If you guys have any suggestions or ideas about the channel, definitely let me know. I'm doing my best to integrate the ones that I think will work with the vision of what I want to do with this channel. But until then, I'm Tommy Oliver. This is Rebel Pixels, reminding you guys we might be indie. That doesn't mean that we're alone. Catch you all tomorrow.